Okay, we'll call this policy and governance meeting to order. All three districts are present. Notice the meeting was properly posted on July 7th, 2025. Item number 1, is there a motion to approve the minutes of June 10th?
Move the item.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Item number 2, anybody here from HR? Here we go. Hey, Gianna. Employees of the month.
We have 2 nominations for this month.
Thank you.
Motion to receive document.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We got Brad. Okay.
I will make a motion to approve option A and option B for employee of the month for the month of July.
Second.
And second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item number 3. We have Jennifer today. Our ARPA discussion.
Good morning.
Morning.
And do you all advance the slides? Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Okay.
You don't have the slide?
Great. Thank you.
There you go.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for having us be here today. I'm here on behalf of the Accenture ARPA team, specifically Danny Destrada, who is usually here with you all today. We're going to update you on the ARPA SLURF progress through June, and we'll get started. So first, we'll start with the fund status. You all, congratulations, are completely obligated by your deadline, which was December of 2024. Next slide, please. You have liquidated over $97 million, so another large congratulations to you, with $57 million left to expend by the end of 2026. Okay, and we've got here just your county liquidation projects by completion. Next slide, please. And your sum of liquidated by expenditure category. So you'll see here your public sector capacity and public health have significant liquidation numbers, and the other ECs are listed as well. Okay, now I'm going to introduce you all to Emily Shen. She is our Accenture intern this summer, focused solely on Oklahoma County ARPA, state and local fiscal recovery funds. She's going to talk you through some of the upcoming site visits that we have. Most of the site visits for August will be in District 1, with one of them in District 3. So at this time, I'll turn it over to Emily. Thank you.
Welcome, Emily.
Thank you. Nice to meet everyone. So today I'll be covering the Section 2 subrecipient management. So Deer Creek is the only one we've actually conducted a site visit on for this past cycle. And again, just to remind everyone, this is the fund. They will be requesting funds to purchase backup generators for the local fire department. So in terms of update, so the generator was purchased, as you can see in the photo there, and we have conducted a closeout call to confirm the completion of their project. And then the rest of the projects are all scheduled desk reviews for August. So starting off with Make-A-Wish, they are requesting funds to cover operation costs to continue supporting their ill children. And again, desk reviews are scheduled for August. Next, we have Live Free, and they are assisting marginalized communities with issues like unemployment, absence of professional support, etc. And again, the review will be conducted in August. Then we have land development costs under Turning Point Ministries, and they are requesting funds to develop and lay groundwork for the new neighborhood. And they are expecting approximately 22 new homes to combat the home demand shortage. And we will be tracking the number of applicants that receive housing, as well as the major infrastructure installed. Next, we have Cornerstone Creek Section 1 down payment assistance. And this program aims to build affordable homes and anticipates around 450 homes over the next 10 years. And we will be tracking the number of people and families assisted under this program. And desk reviews will also be conducted in August. Next, we have Whiz Kids, which is a program that helps kids excel academically and emotionally by breaking cycles of poverty. And we have some exciting updates with this program. So far, 78% of students showed improvement in reading levels. And across all 27 sites, each location met 7 times this year so far to provide more than 3.5 hours of training for mentors as well as coaches. But desk reviews, again, will be conducted in August. And lastly, we have the Teaching and Saving Kids Project 5812. And this project looks to renovate the nursing home to reduce community issues for juveniles. And we also want to highlight some of the key compliance requirements that we've shown before, specifically item J, K, and L. So item J is just to remind everyone that reporting will be conducted on time and we will be collecting proof from recipients. Second, we have item K, which is monitoring. So just continued to monitor and to close out projects where appropriate. And lastly, we have item L, which we've conducted a recent seminar to remind the subrecipients of their Title VI responsibilities. Next slide, please. Great. And then I will pass it back to Jen for reporting updates.
Thank you.
Thank you, Emily. Okay, now we're going to talk about our reporting timeline. So as you all know, at the end of July is the big annual report that's due every year of the ARPA State and Local Fiscal Recovery Funds. The team is busy at work compiling already received annual and quarterly report submissions from subrecipients, as well as internal county projects. And we have a deadline of this week to get those in. Our team met this morning. They are receiving those submissions at a rapid pace, and they are analyzing and entering the data in the Treasury portal. We will have another quarterly report due at the end of October, which you can see at the right of your screen. Next slide. Okay, so just a reminder, the annual report is very comprehensive. It includes executive summary of what you all have allocated funding to, what your reporting looks like, what your compliance looks like. We also have a use of funds, so by expenditure category, where the money has been allocated, spent, expensed, and obligated. What you all have done from the start of ARPA in terms of community engagement, and I'm going to talk briefly about that in just a moment. Labor practices, use of evidence, per your allocations, what impact has this had on your community? And the project inventory, which is a very detailed inventory of each project. So it includes the budgeted amount, what the status of the project, a description, and also the project name and identification number for each gets reported back to the Treasury at the end of the month. Next slide, please. Okay, so project communication. So as you know, the team has been busy at work with project communication with each of the subrecipients. We are currently undergoing a process. We are communicating back with active projects to confirm that their KPIs and their projects still look the way that they looked when they first submitted to the county and confirming those. We're also going through and seeing if there's any needed amendments. We are continuing to go back and forth with the grantees for their reporting. And as Emily mentioned, we did do a very comprehensive compliance webinar. I believe it was last month. We had wonderful attendance and great questions and great follow-up from that. But that did cover all of the items on Emily's last slide, including the Title VI and other items that she mentioned. Additionally, site visits are ongoing, and per communication with all of you, I did update Danny today. She will continue to let you all know when site visits are scheduled. So if you or your commissioner chooses to accompany us on those site visits, you are always more than welcome, and we'll have advance notice to know when those will take place. And Danny has committed to that. And we'll continue to keep you all posted as we move through the end of ARPA. Next slide, please. Okay, so here are just some quick annual report updates. Danny and Shri are working on over 70 new projects. Many of these were projects that were done, funds were allocated to at the end of 2024. So they'll now be updated and reflected in the reporting to the Treasury. There are 60 projects with mandatory reporting. As you all know, these are under the expenditure categories that are not revenue replacement. We do report on those, but the other expenditure categories, such as public health, they require more detailed reporting to the Department of the Treasury. And then this is the point I referenced earlier. Last month, we held a design thinking workshop at the Accenture office. 45 of your subrecipients attended one of each of the sessions. We had one in the morning and one in the afternoon to talk to the grantees about the impact that their allocation and their project has had on your community. So we wanted them to sort of think outside of the box, use what they've learned with ARPA to inform future projects. Very well attended, and Danny was just thrilled with the level of participation, the number of attendees that they had, and feel that the feedback we got from subrecipients was outstanding. And I think they learned a lot about taking their initial thought, their initial allocation, and how that has impacted Oklahoma City. So we thought it went very, very well, and Danny wanted me to update you all on that today. Okay, next slide. And then here's just a little bit of information about the design thinking workshop. So just thinking about how you get the dollars to how you make positive impact and change in your community. You can kind of take a look at this in your free time, but one of the exercises they did was create your impact story. So think about the funding you got, think about what you wanted to do with it, how you implemented it, and the impact that you had. And I think you all should also know, under the community engagement section of the annual ARPA report, we previewed today the work they've done on the section specifically related to the design thinking workshop. So we are going to tell the Department of the Treasury what we did and what the outcomes were and the impact we hope we have on subrecipients as they continue to spend down their ARPA and think about other impacts they can have in your community. Next slide, please. Okay, and one more. Okay, so a look ahead. You've seen this slide many times, but just a reminder, continuing on the site visits and desk reviews. And as I mentioned previously, Danny will continue to update each office as she schedules site visits. And we will continue at these P&G meetings to report back images and updates from those reviews. Single audit support. So yesterday it was brought to our attention, one of the subrecipients may need some single audit support in terms of Accenture helping them respond to the auditors. We will continue to do that. That's why the paperwork, all of the compliance, and all of that you all have supported is so important. Continue to collect KPIs and clean up where applicable. And obviously, we've already discussed the Q3 project and the annual report. We will continue to track progress and create and manage your reimbursement files, monitor expenditures for potential unused funds that will need to be reallocated. Continue to close out grants and coordinate that with both the subrecipients and the county. And then we will continue to create and manage the reimbursement and compliance files. And then this is just a brief look at the coming months through December. So as I mentioned earlier, we will have another quarterly report due at the end of October. And then while it's not illustrated here, there's another report that will be due at the end of January 2026, which seems like a long way away, but certainly is not. So Danny's just got this color coordinated for you all when we will have compliance webinars, when site and desk reviews will happen for low, medium, and high risk subrecipients. Okay, thank you all. So that's all I have and definitely available for any questions. I did want to mention one other thing. This morning, Danny and I were able to connect, and she is working through her large project expenditure spreadsheet that everybody loves, that's color coordinated. As soon as she has reviewed and compiled all of the submissions for this annual report, she plans to send that out to each of your offices and update it accordingly as we move forward. So I told her I would communicate that to you at the podium today.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any questions?
None for me?
No? Okay. Thank you all so much for your time. We
Thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much.
You're welcome.
Motion to receive report.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, that looks like the end of our agenda. Any citizen participation? Seeing none, any board comments, new business?
No, thank you.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.